Friend zone, friend zone, friend zone. What is this friend zone that you speak of? The whole friend zone thing is very real to a lot of people that feel it. That can be relatable to men and women. So, we're going to talk about it. And we're also going to see if we can get out of that zone too. Well, not me, because I'm not in it. I'm happily taken. So, let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Alex McGee with another video. Thank you for tuning in once again. So we are going to be talking about that dreading topic that a lot of men and some women do not like to discuss or to be in, and that is the friend zone. Please make sure that you go down in the comment sections and put your intake when it comes to this subject down below. I like to hear from y'all. So let's dive right on into the subject. Now, first of all, what is the friend zone? The friend zone is when you have a romantic interest or a sexual one towards somebody else that doesn't have that same interest towards you. Or, let's not forget, you can also put yourself in that friend zone category as well too, because you wasn't brave enough or have the courage enough to step up and let that person know exactly how you feel. You like how I did that, right? So there's two different categories of friend zones, right? So it's either the one that the person puts you in or the one that you put yourself in. So you have to be careful with the one that you put yourself into, because that's you doing it to yourself. But how can somebody do that to themselves? Great question, because you're not making a move and the other person didn't make the move, so you just assume yourself that you're in a friend zone. It's not set in stone. Compared to when somebody else puts you into the friend zone, you will know it. And here are some of the tips to let you know. They never chill with you one-on-one. What? Behind closed doors? Oh, you're out your mind? No, there have to be other people around. They actually ask you to hook them up with some of your friends. When he or she is actually letting you know that they can be your wingman. What? Yo, that's like the ultimate friend zone, because if somebody wants to be with you, they will step up to the plate and be like, hey, I'll date you. Not be like, hey, let me help you find a date. Complaining to you about the people that you're actually interested in. That's like a heartbreaker, ain't it? Friend zone one-on-one. Because the thing is too, is that when somebody's interested in you, and even if they are dating other people, they're going to be on the hush about it. Shh. I ain't letting this person know. No. One thing that you have to remember is that if you fall into the category of people that actually been put in the friend zone by the other person, always keep in mind that first impression makes a big difference. You want to know why? When somebody first meets you, they're fantasizing about you right then and there if they find you attractive. If a man or woman is sexually attractive to you, within the first 3 to 5 seconds upon seeing you, they're thinking about you in that kind of way. It's up to your mouth to make sure that you don't speak your way out of their fantasy. That can be an indicator right there of being put into the friend zone. Don't talk your way into the friend zone. Be careful with that. I think some of the people that are put into the first category, the ones that are actually told, like, hey, you're just a friend. Hey, you're my bro. Hey, you're my sister, or whatever the case may be, and they actually have a crush on an individual that they're being told that, then we'll call them category 1 for this sake, right? When it comes down to it, I don't think that there's any way of getting out of the friend zone for you. At least not for you, in my opinion. Like, in order to get out of the friend zone, is that you will really have to approach this person, and then you will have to fit their criteria in some kind of way, and it will make that person actually petty, and you wouldn't want to be with them in the first place. And that's like getting rich, getting in shape, something. And by that time, what would be the point? Because they're only getting with you because of their selfish needs. At least that's my opinion. It's all up to you. You make your own decision. I'm not dictating anything. Whatever. Do what you want to do. And I do have a real quick disclaimer as well too. Just because two friends do call each other bro and sis and they're the opposite sex, it doesn't necessarily mean that they place themselves in a friend zone, okay? Not everybody that are friends or best friends of the opposite sex necessarily have these places or titles or whatever you want to call them on each other. I'm talking about specifically if somebody have a crush on another person and it is known and that person was shut down and they're being told, no, I look at you just like a friend and that's it, or I don't want sex to ruin our friendship. I'm talking about in the lines of that. So I'm not talking about anybody out there that actually have great friendships with people that might seem like they're a couple of other people. I don't know, but that's my disclaimer. Because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, people can be friends. It's true, you know, especially when there's no attraction involved. If you're not attracted to somebody, then that's not going to get in the way. There ain't nobody putting these labels of friend zones and stuff like that on each other because, first of all, they're not attracted to each other. So they're like, whatever. She's just one of the guys. He's just whatever they might say about him. I don't know. Now, my advice for category number 2, for the people that put themselves in the friend zone and they're not sure if that is who they are. When it comes down to it, just go up to the woman or go up to the man, whoever you're dealing with, and just let them know how you feel. Just a simple, hey, you know what? I want to talk to you over here real quick. I like you. And then get that person's response, get their reaction. Because you never know. They might like you too. Just because they didn't approach you first doesn't mean that you're in a friend zone. Always remember that. Because the thing is, the longer you wait, then the more that you might be digging yourself into that friend zone. You know why? Because it's like quicksand. It's going to be harder and harder to get out of that the longer you wait. So you have to make sure that you just be open and honest and just let that person know, hey, this is how I feel about you. It doesn't have to be an immediate, okay, let's be together. Let's knock some boots. You know, still climb up slowly. I recommend that at least. And then see where it goes. And if that person do not like you back, what is the worst that can happen to you? I know a lot of people are afraid of rejection. But the thing is, the sooner you go up to that person and the sooner you let them know how you feel, the sooner they say no, the sooner that you can move on and go towards somebody else. You won't be investing all this time and this energy into that person. You know, like all of these extra qualities that you was giving this person because you liked them, you now no longer have to give them. You don't have to text back every so often like that. You can now give them a little bit of space. Hey, you know what? I'm sorry. I was giving you all these meaningful, heartfelt text messages because that was, you know, me liking you. But since we're just friends, I'm not pouring my heart out as much. I'm sorry, you know, because I am trying to find the one that is for me and I done moved on. That's if you want to be petty, but you don't have to be petty like that. Of course not. But it depends on your character. That's all on you. But at the end of the day, you have to friend zone them back. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't just still put them on this pedestal. You have to lower them down a notch. So you focus on yourself. And then you make yourself available to anybody else that can give you the time and energy that you feel that you deserve. But still, less contact, not as much. Don't be all extra flirty because they made it clear that you are in that friend zone. So now you're in category number 1 just like everybody else. You're there now. But don't be a complete jerk. Don't. Because you know what you can do? My advice to you again is that still be cool, still be friendly with this person. Still be friends. You know? Or if they associate, then fine, whatever. Because some individuals, they do kind of distance themselves a little bit when you admit that you have feelings or that you like them. they can sometimes be like, oh my God, no, I have to be over here now. Like, I don't know. Some people just get scary like that, depending how your approach is, or it can just be because it's you, or it can just be because it's them. But at the end of the day, if they're still cool, you still chill, then what you do is mingle with her friends or his friends or whatever. You don't have to get no approval from her or whatever, or him, just be available. Just because that person don't like you don't mean that everybody's not going to like you. Somebody is still going to be feeling you. Somebody's going to still put you on that pedestal. Then somebody's going to be hoping that you don't friend zone them. Everything has a like. You just have to make sure that you don't talk yourself out of somebody's fantasy. So just remember, don't be too much of a yes person. Have a backbone. You gotta have that confidence. Be a little mysterious. Don't be a complete open book. Don't be too aggressive. Don't be too passive. You wanna kind of meet in between the line of being assertive. That's the word I'm looking for. You want to be assertive as much as you can, at least. Don't show way too many bad habits, especially early on. Too many bad habits will put you in that friend zone early. Very early. They like the good positive stuff about you, but all the other stuff, no. Make sure that you show some interest when you meet somebody. Please, for the love of God, let them know how you feel off rip. If you think they cute, let them know. Be flirty, make sure you offer to chill one-on-one, all the other good stuff. Sometimes saying too little won't get you the things that you would like to have. A lot of people are interested in other people that are go-getters. So as long as you remember that, you'll be golden. That's how you can attract the person that you want. So that is my ultimate advice when it comes to the is there a way out portion of this video. Is there a way out? It all depends on you and that individual. Because sometimes the only way out of the friend zone is to no longer like the person, to no longer have the crush on the person. Because honestly, being a nice guy or being a nice girl cannot make the person like you. It depends on who you are as a whole. Remember that. You know what? That actually sounds like a really good video. I should make it. I think so. In the future, I might have to talk about nice guys and nice girls. Mainly nice guys. Because some people feel entitled just because they feel that they're a nice guy, that they should be given the right or entitlement to be able to demand a relationship. I see it on Facebook. It's one of the Facebook pet peeves that I should have put in my last video. Sure. But alright then, I'm about to bring this to a close. I am drained. It's time for me to go to bed. I'll edit this tomorrow. But yo, if y'all are feeling this, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, holla at me. Y'all take it easy.